Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of CEO Diaries. My name is Odemi Pesu, and I am the CEO of Alari Lifestyle LLC. If you want to learn more about my company, definitely check out my website, www.alarilifestyle.com. I'm really happy you're here. So in today's episode, I wanted this to be an article I wrote for my website, but I decided that I wanted to just talk about it and put it out there. And what I've been thinking about, the thesis of the would-be article is the universe responds to desire, not anger. And I've been thinking about this a lot because for a lot of us, we have the right to be mad. We have the right to be mad about everything that's happening in the world. Like, if you turn on the news right now, you will see, like, it looks like doomsday out there. There's a lot of doomsday messaging, and there's a lot of fear-mongering. There's public disrespect. I mean, domestically speaking, in the US right now, you're seeing very powerful people essentially show their asses. And it can make one feel angry. It can make one feel kind of hopeless about the leadership in our country. And then even on an international level, there's a lot of anger circulating the masses about what is happening in the world, and a lot of people feel powerless in regards to that. So I am not here to dismiss anyone's anger about what is happening in the world, because we have a right to be mad about it. But as I've been even thinking on like a individual level about things in my life that, you know, maybe perhaps I'm dissatisfied with or frustrated with, I remember that anger it's a guidepost. And I ultimately believe that anger is a guidepost to show us what it is that we actually desire. I think anger and desire are actually two sides of the same coin. When you're angry about a situation, it's often because you desire a different outcome. And if you have read any books on the power of the subconscious mind, and if you believe that you as a sovereign individual have power over your life, then you're probably also aware that whenever you desire something, you have the power to see it manifest in your life if you continue to have faith. In the Bible, it talks about having faith as small as a mustard seed, but even beyond a religious context, when you think about the power, like I said, of the subconscious mind, what those intangible codes that we feed our mind, they translate into a vibration that we put out into the world. It translates into a vibration that we put out into the universe. So when you desire something, a lot of times, and then you focus really hard on it and align your actions with said desire, often you will see it manifest in your life. And so that's why I really want to encourage you to know that, yes, it is it is completely reasonable to be upset and angry about what is happening in the world right now, but you cannot lose sight of the fact that you have a very, very powerful emotion also within your arsenal, and that is desire. So I actually started writing a bit about this, and I want to read you what I wrote until I realized that I actually wanted to express this through CEO Diaries. And who knows, maybe one day I'll turn this into a blog, but for now I just want to put it out there. So I wrote, harnessing the power of desire to manifest new realities when you are dissatisfied with the current situation in which you find yourself is perhaps the most powerful thing that you can do. Anger is an interesting emotion because it signals to us parts of our life where we have longing for something different. Thus, transmuting said anger into the powerful force of desire can translate discontent into a visualization of the infinite possibilities that one can birth within their own life. Out of the dissonance between what you seek and what you perceive yourself as possessing in the future, there is room for you to have faith. And that's kind of how far I got until I realized that I wanted to just share this on YouTube and see who it can reach. I don't know what else more to say beyond that, but I think I just want to encourage you to honor your desire and to try to work on being a alchemist, in the sense that when you have these lower vibrational feelings that, honestly, I don't know what is going on in the world right now, but it seems like the world is feeding off of these lower vibrational energies of anger, of fear, of dissatisfaction, of frustration. And it can be so easy to get wrapped up in that, especially when you are consuming content. Like, yeah, I'm creating this content, but it's only because I see a need. Like, I literally see a hole in the content world right now where I'm like, I don't really see any spiritually infused messaging that is created to uplift people on a soul level. Everything just seems like, I don't know, it just seems weird. Like, people are all talking about the same things from the same perspective, and it's all aimed at getting people to be riled up and to be anxious and to be fearful of what is to come. And the thing about it is, life is so cyclical that when I look out into the world right now, I can't help but think about the 70s. I can't help but think about, 1969 into the early 70s. We saw a very similar state of unrest in the United States. And then I think back to around, maybe it was 2014, 2015, there was also a lot of domestic unrest within the US as well, and on an international level. So, nothing is new under the sun. This is also a word in the Bible. And I quote the Bible a lot because I do believe it is a book that we can really learn from. Like, there's a lot of wisdom in that book. And regardless of what your religious leanings are, I do think that the Bible can be very valuable. Especially in this time of darkness. If you are seeking hope, if you are seeking refuge in understanding that we have a higher power out there that created us with love, care, and intention, I think that you could find some reminders of that in the Bible. And that's what I've been doing lately. I've really been trying to pause on thinking about the stuff that makes me angry and just focus on, what do I desire? What life do I actually desire as a business owner, as an artist, as, God willing, a future wife, a future mother? All of the identities that I wish to hold in my lifetime, all of those experiences that I desire to have. It can be easy to be frustrated and say, oh, I want this, but I don't have it right now. Okay, well, the universe is going to look at what you're frustrated at. And if you just rest in that frustration, I promise you're going to just continue finding more things to be frustrated about. And when I've focused on what it is that I hope to be true in my life, man, like, The Audacity of Hope is a book written by Barack Obama, former president of the United States. But it is also something that you can really harness, especially in such dark times. Hope is a light that you have inside of yourself, and you can't give that up. You really can't, because it's one of the most powerful things you have, and it is integral to preserving your sovereign ability to manifest anything you want in this life, truly. So that is today's episode. Very impromptu. I'm telling you, all of these voice notes are notes that I would have recorded anyways and then listened back to encourage myself. But I do believe that these notes can encourage other young women, especially the women who are attracted to the mission of my company. And the mission of Olari Lifestyle, in a nutshell, is to create and distribute inspirational media, be it through art, literature, or digital media, that can inspire divine feminine leadership on a global scale. And divine feminine leadership to me is having an understanding of who you are as a woman in the eyes of God. Like, you were created in the image of God. We have a divine creator that created you and crafted you with love and care. And because of that, your desires don't go unheard. The physical world can be really confusing, it can be really frustrating, but I really want you in this time and age to tap into the power of your desire, because that hope within you, it's something that you can't let go of. I really hope that this voice note could encourage you. And I just want to send you so much love and so much light. Hold on to the light. Take a break. Take a break from consuming things that anger you. Take a break from focusing on the stuff that frustrates you, and really tap into those desires of your heart, and try your best to align the desires of your heart with your highest calling. I think a way to do this can be through prayer and meditation. If you want me to talk more about that in another voice note, I can do so. But until next time, thank you so much for listening, and I will chat with y'all in the next one. Bye.